Hey guys, what's up? It's time for another Sephora haul. This time it's for their holiday bonus shopping event. I am a VIB Rouge, so I got 20% off. So you already know I had to make it count. Really excited to share with you what I hauled, and I'm going to get right into it. First up is something that if you love this is the time to stock up, and it is the Shiseido facial cotton. Seems like a random thing to love. Cotton is cotton, you might think, but these pads just feel so luxurious, and if you've never tried them before, now is the time to treat yourself. So I love getting those, using it with my micellar water to take my makeup off and with toner. So major key for me, major staple. Then this thing, I had been waiting to get it, and finally it is in my life and in the perfect size for me, and it is the Fenty Beauty Mini Body Lava. So when Rihanna first announced this product, I was so excited. I was like, I need it. But then I was like, okay, how often am I wearing mini skirts and needing to glow up my legs? Not that often. However, in this size, yes, I am down, because I already have at least 2 trips happening next year where I can make good use of this. And so very excited to finally have it in my life. This is another random, and it is from Shiseido as well, randomly. So this item I saw in one of those Vogue beauty videos where it's celebrities doing their makeup in a bathroom, and this was a Swedish pop artist, I believe, and so she did her brows with this, and I just thought that they looked so good that I needed to get this. So it's called the Brow Ink Trio, and I'll show you. I got the shade Deep Brown, which is a nice golden brown. It's not orangey at all, and it's not too dark. And so on one side you have a spoolie, which is a must. I need a spoolie every time I do my brows. I always brush them before I start, and I brush them as I do them to knock down the pencil so it's not too intense. And then you have the pencil here. So what I like about this is when I was using it in the store, the formula feels a lot drier than the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, which is my favorite. No matter what I try, I always go back to the Brow Wiz, and I have several backups in my Alex drawer. But I just saw her brows and I just thought I need it. It looked that good. And as I was swatching it on the back of my hand, the formula felt like I could create like that faux microbladed brow look, or it just felt like it would last longer as well because of the formula. It's not as waxy. So very excited to try that. And then it's a trio, so what is the third thing? So then you unscrew it on the side of the spoolie, and you have this brush which is loaded with a brow powder. So this I'm not as interested in, but if you like to do all 3 steps, then you get a brow powder in here. Okay, this palette right here, I feel like I need to have a discussion about this decision. So I feel like I have been collecting makeup for 15 years at this point, buying, being like a full-on makeup consumer. And I have gotten through that phase of like, that limited edition and I need everything like that. It just doesn't faze me anymore. I'm not that like feeling that craze to like get everything, and oh my god, the panic attack of being online and it's gonna sell out. I'm just like not going through that in my life anymore. And so at this point I'm buying a lot less, but the things that I do buy, most of the time they're a little more expensive. So I'm buying less, but what I'm buying is a little more. It's like I need that next level. Like the limited edition isn't what's gonna get me going. It's a really, really obnoxious price tag, but that I think is worth it, obviously. Like, just because something is expensive doesn't mean I want it. It has to live up to that. And so this is, if you couldn't tell, Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. This is my second one that I've purchased from her. I already have the gold palette. And this one, I feel like I'm going to get so much use out of. And every time I go, I look at it and I want it. And even the last sale, I considered it. But I was like, no, I'll wait for the holidays. And so, yeah, it happened. I got the Biba palette, which is their neutrals. And I'll do a product shot because I just don't want to blind you guys. But this is just everything that I love and use every time. I have other palettes that are all neutrals. And I just find the need for these shades. I can put all of my neutral palettes out and I'm feeling more of a mustard vibe. I'm feeling more of a warm vibe, but not too orangey. Or I'm feeling more of a rust vibe, but more on the red side. So I need to have them all out and then go for the vibe that I want. Even though for most people that's not really gonna register those differences. But for me, I do notice. And so that's how I justify getting yet another, albeit a very pricey one, to add to my collection. But I'm very glad that I finally got it, and I will for sure get my money's worth. And that's one thing. And I even have a product on that same vein of like, oh my gosh, I spent so much on this palette. I felt that way when I bought my like large Pat McGrath palette, the Bronze Seduction. I hope I got that right. But it's like, oh my gosh, it still feels a little weird, but I've like used it. And so that's what I like. And speaking of Pat McGrath, this is a lipstick that I hauled like so long ago. And it's something that I wouldn't normally wear for like a night out, right? For a night out, I either do nude or I do something bright like this. This is a Fenty Beauty liquid lipstick, by the way. But I thought, oh my God, this is so mature. Like, look. You guys would be so proud. I had to, like, I feel like this is the only place where I could share this, where at least one person will understand the significance of this event. But I used up the entire tube, and these lipsticks cost $40. So you better believe that I am going to use every drop. And so it's now even sentimental because not only did I use up the whole thing, it's the lipstick that I wore while I was interviewing for jobs, and it's the lipstick that I wear almost every day at work. So it's like part of me. It's like my look, right? Because I decided I want a signature look, and so this is like part of it, like this mauve lip. I should say what the lipstick is, and it's the Pat McGrath Matte Trans Lipstick in 1995. So I love it. And she has one in special holiday packaging, same price, but instead of the black tube, it's like a pink tube. And so you already know I have to get it, but they didn't have most of the holiday collection in Sephora in the store, so I'm gonna have to buy it. And there was one thing that I really wanted, and it's sold out online. So now it's like I can't even get it online. I'm gonna have to wait and see if it comes back or pay full price. I'm just like back and forth, but maybe you guys can tell me whether or not I should get it. So this is the one I did get. And it's one of her eyeshadow quads, and I always love this packaging. I just wish that it was the actual eyeshadow palette that had this print on it, because the packaging is not something that I keep. I just like to keep the palettes and just like grab and go. But I just wish I could keep this like gorgeous print on the actual packaging of the eyeshadow. But I'll show you guys what I did get. So this is one of the quads. How pretty. Hold on. Oh God. And you know, it's so funny. I feel like I'm such a neutrals person, and that's why I justify the Natasha Denona, and then I turn around and I get a Pat McGrath palette that is the complete opposite of what that Natasha Denona palette was giving me. But the moment that I saw this on her Instagram, I needed it. I was sold. It just looks so beautiful, and it does give that like opulence vibe that she talks about. And I don't remember the name of this one. Do we know the name of this palette? Nocturnal Nirvana. So that's the name of this one. So, oh my god, so gorgeous. Metallics, and I love a purple. If you have brown eyes, purple eyeshadow is your best friend. And then you have your gold, a beautiful bright turquoise, which how often do you wear turquoise eyeshadow? But I had to. And then there's a duochrome down here that's like green, purple, brown. I just had to have it. That's all I can say. I cannot justify it. I just needed it. So the other one that I wanted was the, what is it? It's like Rose Astral Gold, something like that. It's the rose one. And they did not have it in store. I don't even know if they ever stocked it in store. And it's sold out on their website online. Maybe it'll come back. If not, it was still on the Pat McGrath website. So you guys tell me, do I need it? Do I need it? Let me know. I have one more item to share with you, and this is another thing that escaped me. I feel over a year ago. I don't know how long these have been out, but it was one of those things where people just completely wiped them out, and it took months and months and months for them to bring it back. And it is the Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow in the shade Aura. So that's the shade that I have, and I think that since their first launch they've added more shades, but this one I feel was part of the original lineup, and it is just a light pink vibe, which now looking at this you guys are gonna be like, yeah, you definitely don't need that second Pat McGrath quad, but hear me out. This is something that I wanted for so long, and I know, again, something that I am gonna get so much use out of, because I have just for years have been loving that pop of light, rosy, like shimmery situation on the center of the lid. So I like go in and do a bronze eye, like smudge a brown pencil, do something like creamy and pretty, and then that pink in the center. It's just my look. I love it. And if you guys are feeling what I'm saying, feeling what I'm putting down, check this one out too. Thank you so much for watching. You can catch me on Instagram at Vinyl Blush. You can subscribe to this channel to be notified when I post new videos. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you like this haul. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.